Parker, yesterday felt a little more like January than November. Between the cold and the wind chill, it was just frigid.
Yeah, and that's exactly how I would describe it. It kind of felt like that mid to late January front pushing through and that Arctic air mass building through. But I do have good news. The Arctic air mass starts to retreat today, and that's exactly what we're seeing out there this morning. We got temperatures at around 40 degrees for downtown Roanoke, but we are still dealing with winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour, but they're out of the west southwest now. So what that means is that we're bringing in a little bit more warmer air this morning, and we'll continue to see that as we go hour by hour. But wind chills still right around the 20s for parts of the New River Valley, 20 and in Wytheville, 25 for Hot Springs, 23 for the Hill City, 32 for South Boston and Danville. So feeling exceptionally chilly out there, but again, nowhere near what we've seen the last 2 mornings or so. An hourly forecast continues to show the temperatures are going to be warming up. We'll stay mostly clear and sunny. Winds out of the southwest around 15 miles per hour, fueling in some of those warmer temperatures as we get to about 50 degrees by the 10 o'clock hour. And then the wind chill goes away once we get right up to about 9 to 10 o'clock this morning. That's because once we get to about the mid 40s or so, the calculation for wind chill disappears. And so once we get into this afternoon, we'll be feeling a lot warmer than what we felt yesterday. And again, a lot of that has to do with the overall setup for the day. We've got this area of high pressure continuing to bring in that southwesterly wind, which is going to fuel in some warmer temperatures and maybe a little bit more moisture into the air as well, which is good news. It's been exceptionally dry out there as of late. But we are still between an area of high and low pressure out there this morning, which is going to continue to bring in some of those gusty winds out there this afternoon. We do have a clipping front, which is going to be building in. A lot of the moisture is kept off to our north, so we're not going to be seeing any rain as this front passes. In fact, it's going to be reinforcing some of those winds as we go throughout our Wednesday. Moving forward into Thursday and Friday, the winds continue to build in out of the south and west, but they will be dying off as we go day by day, providing warmer temperatures and warmer air to close out the week. And that's exactly what we see on our wind forecast over the next week or so. Today, peaking right around 25, maybe 30 miles per hour for some of the mountains. Tomorrow, continuing to decline. Friday, Saturday, they're a little bit more breezy, if you will. And then Sunday, we do it again. We've got another clipping system that builds through. So late Saturday into the early hours of Sunday morning, we'll have another area of low pressure that wedges us between low and high pressure, which influences our winds, brings us some cooler temperatures as we look to begin next week as well. So for the time being, we'll be warmer. We're at 60 today. We're close to 70 for Sunday. And then by the middle of next week, we're back down into the mid to upper 50s or so with rain chances near 20%.